Hello friends. In the last lecture, actually we have discussed here the statement of D'Alembert ratio test, but again see its statement and the examples which are based on it. So before it we have studied two series, two tests. One is comparison test, limit form of comparison test. Then afterwards we have studied which is root test. And now in today's lecture we will discuss D'Alembert's ratio test. So what is the statement? If summation un is a positive term series such that limit n tends to infinity, here un plus 1 upon un is equal to L. So this sign must be plus sign here. Instead of equal to sign, this must be plus. So limit n tends to infinity, un plus 1 upon un is equal to L. Then this series converges. If here that obtained limit is less than 1, it diverges if limit is greater than 1, and the test fails if limit is equal to 1. So already we have discussed here this part in the last lecture. Now we'll proceed towards the examples which are based on that D and inverse ratio test. So see what is the given problem. Test the convergence of the following series. Your first series is given summation 1 upon 3n plus 1, 3n plus 1 factorial. Second given summation n factorial upon n raised to n. Third is given summation 3 raised to n upon n cube plus 3. The fourth is given 2 raised to n upon n. So one by one we will discuss here each and every problem considered here. So first we will denote here this summation 1 upon 3n plus 1 factorial by summation un. So it gives un equal to 1 upon 3n plus 1 factorial. So you calculate un plus 1, replace here n by n plus 1. So there you will get 1 upon 3 into n plus 1 means there you will get 3n plus 3 plus 1, that is 3n plus 4 factorial. And then you determine the limit L, means if we have taken L equal to limit of un plus 1 upon un as n tends to infinity, then that limit here takes the form limit n tends to infinity. Here un plus 1 is nothing but 1 upon 3n plus 1, 3n plus 4 factorial, that is written here, into 1 upon un. If you have taken here the reciprocal, 1 upon un you will get 3n plus 1 factorial, that is written here. And then friends, here 3n plus 4 factorial is greater than 3n plus 1 factorial. So 3n plus 4 factorial, we can write it as 3n plus 4, 3n plus 3, 3n plus 2 into 3n plus 1. And this 3n plus 1 factorial, this 3n plus 1 factorial gets cancelled. And there you will get limit n tends to infinity of 1 upon 3n plus 4 into 3n plus 3 into 3n plus 2. And as n tends to infinity, what happens? Numerator is a constant. So denominator you will get it as denominator tends to infinity. And 1 upon infinity you will get it to be 0, and its value you will get it to be, this limit you will get it to be less than 1. And if you get limit to be less than 1, then in that case, we know by D'Alembert's ratio test, the given series is convergent. Next here, second problem given summation n factorial upon n raised to n. We'll denote it as summation un. So un equal to it gives n factorial upon n raised to n. Then replace here n by n plus 1. So un plus 1 here takes the form n plus 1 factorial divided by n plus 1 raised to n plus 1. And then you determine the limit L is equal to limit of un plus 1 upon un as n tends to infinity, and is equal to, it gives limit n tends to infinity of, here un plus 1 is this term that is written here. Instead of friends here equal to sign, this must be plus sign. This must be plus sign into 1 upon un. Un is this one. 1 upon un means take the reciprocal. There you will get n raised to n upon n factorial. And then further here, friends, this n plus 1 factorial is greater than n factorial. So n plus 1 factorial, we can write n plus 1 into n factorial into this n raised to n as it is, divided by this term is also as it is, n plus 1 raised to n into, we can write here, actually here n plus 1 raised to n plus 1 is here. So we can write it as n plus 1 raised to n into n plus 1 into n raised to n upon n factorial. This part remains as it is. This n factorial, n plus 1 gets cancelled, and there we get limit n tends to infinity of n raised to n upon n plus 1 raised to n. It can be written as n upon n plus 1 bracket raised to n. And then if we divide here inside this bracket numerator and denominator by n, you will get it as limit n tends to infinity of 1 upon where you will get 1 plus 1 upon n bracket raised to n. And we know, friends, here limit this numerator remains as it is, and limit of this denominator, that is limit of 1 plus 1 upon n raised to n, as n tends to infinity, you will get it as e. And friends, you will get e is nothing but here 2.71 something. So 1 upon the constant which is greater than 1, that is 2.7183 and so on, then you will get its value to be less than 1. And by D'Alembert test, ratio test, if you get limit to be less than 1, then the given series is said to be converted. The next third example given in that example, summation series is given as summation 3 raised to n upon n cube plus 3. We denote here that series by summation un. So un equal to, it gives 3 raised to n upon n cube plus 3. Now replace here n by what? N plus 1. So there you will get un plus 1. So this, friends, again here this must be plus sign. So un plus 1, there you will get 3 raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 raised to 3 plus 3. And then once you know un plus 1 and un, you find here limit L as limit of un plus 1 divided by un as n tends to infinity, and is equal to, there you will get limit n tends to infinity of 3 raised to n plus 1. Instead of equal to sign, it must be plus 3 raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 raised to 3 into 3 plus 3. This is value of un plus 1 into un is what? 3 raised to n upon n cube plus 3. So 1 upon un you will get n cube plus 3 upon 3 raised to n. And then, friends, this numerator we can write it as 3 into 3 raised to n, 3 into 3 raised to n into n cube plus 3, and this 3 raised to n gets cancelled with the 3 raised to n here, and numerator there takes the form 3 into n cube plus 3 divided by n plus 1 raised to 3, plus it gives it to be 3. Now what you have to do, you divide numerator and denominator by n cube. So there you will get L equal to limit n tends to infinity of 3 as it is. If we divide numerator by n cube, there you will get 1 plus 3 upon n cube. And here it gives, inside this bracket, if we divide, then you have to divide by n, because raised to 3 is there. So 1 plus 1 upon n raised to 3, plus there you will get 3 upon n cube. And friends, what happens as n tends to infinity, value of here, this term tends to 0, this term tends to 0, and this tends to 0. So there you will get L equal to what? 3 into 1 plus 0 divided by 1 plus 0 raised to 3 plus 0. So its value will get it to be 3, and we obtain limit to be greater than 1. If you get limit to be greater than 1, then in that case, by D'Alembert ratio test, we say the given series is divergent. Then next fourth problem is given. What is it? Test the convergence of 2 raised to n upon n, summation 2 raised to n upon n. We denote it as summation un. So un equal to, it gives 2 raised to n divided by n, and replace here n by n plus 1. So un plus 1 is equal to, it gives 2 to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. And then you determine the limit L is equal to limit n tends to infinity of, this must be un plus 1 divided by un plus 1 divided by un. So instead of equal to sign, this must be plus, is equal to un plus 1 is this one that is written here, into 1 upon un is this one. If you have taken the reciprocal 1 upon un, you will get n upon 2 raised to n, and that is written here. Here 2 to the power n plus 1, by using laws of indices, we can write it as 2 into 2 raised to n. And what happens, that 2 raised to n gets cancelled. So numerator you will get 2n upon denominator you will get n plus 1 in the next step. And if we divide here numerator and denominator by n, what happens? There you will get L equal to limit n tends to infinity of 2 divided by 1 plus 1 upon n. And if you have taken limit as n tends to infinity, its limit you will get it to be 2, and which is greater than 1. So by D'Alembert ratio test, what we say? We say the given series is divergent. Now, what is another problem given here? Discuss the convergence of the series summation n raised to p upon n factorial. So first we will denote here this series by summation un. So it gives un equal to n to the power p upon n factorial. And then replace here n by n plus 1. So un plus 1 equal to it gives n plus 1 raised to p divided by n plus 1 factorial. And then determine limit of un plus 1 divided by un as n tends to infinity. You denote it by n. So is equal to, it gives limit n tends to infinity of un plus 1 is what? N plus 1 raised to p divided by n plus 1 factorial. And that is written here into 1 upon un. 1 upon un means take the reciprocal of it. It gives n factorial upon n raised to p. And then friends, n plus 1 factorial is greater than n factorial. So we can write n plus 1 factorial as n plus 1 into n factorial. This n factorial gets cancelled. And there you will get n plus 1 raised to p divided by, it gives n plus 1 into n raised to p. Uh, Further here, friends, we can write it, it has a limit n tends to infinity of here. Uh, Divide here numerator and denominator by what we call it as a n raised to p, or here uh, n raised to p. Something is wrong here, friends, in my sense. No, here n raised to p is taken as common from this bracket. So if n raised to p, n is taken as common from this bracket. So there you will get n raised to p. And what is left here? 1 plus 1 upon n bracket raised to p divided by n plus 1 into n raised to p. Further, this n raised to p gets cancelled. And there you will get required limit to be like this one. Limit n tends to infinity of 1 upon n into 1 plus 1 upon n raised to p minus 1. And limit of this quantity will get it to be 0, limit of this quantity will get it to be 1. So 0 into 1 you will get it to be 0, and which is less than 1. So by D'Alembert ratio test, we say the given series is what we call it as convergent. Now we will proceed towards the another example. Test the convergence of x plus x cube upon 3 plus x raised to 5 upon 5 plus so on. So first we will denote here this given series by summation un, and summation un we can write it as x plus x cubed by 3 plus x raised to 5 upon 5 plus so on. Here, if you consider the nth term of here this right hand side, you will get it as x raised to 2n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1. So un equal to, it gives further x to the power 2n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1. Now you replace n by n plus 1 and find un plus 1. So un plus 1 equal to, it gives x to the power. Replace here n by n plus 1. So x to the power 2 into n plus 1 minus 1. So there you get x to the power 2n plus 2 minus 1, that is 2n plus 1, divided by, replace here n by n plus 1. So 2n plus 2 minus 1, it gives 2n plus 1. And once you know un plus 1, we know un. What you have to do, you find limit of un plus 1 divided by un as n tends to infinity. And that limit you will get it as, this is the value of what we call it as un plus 1, that is x to the power 2n plus 1 divided by 2n plus 1 into 1 upon un is here. If you have taken the reciprocal, its value will get 2n minus 1 divided by x to the power 2n minus 1. So further, this can be written as limit x tends to infinity. This can be written as x to the power 2n into x divided by 2n plus 1 as it is into here 2n minus 1 divided by x to the power 2n into, we can write x raised to minus 1. So further here x to the power 2n gets cancelled. This x raised to minus 1, we can write it in numerator as x square. So next step we will get it to be L equal to limit n tends to infinity of what it gives, x square into 2n minus 1 divided by 2n plus 1. And then X is a constant, we can take it to be outside. That you will get outside x square. And if we divide numerator and denominator by n, there you will get limit n tends to infinity of 2 minus 1 upon n divided by 2 plus 1 upon n. And friends, value of here, limit of this, value of here, this second term as n tends to infinity in numerator as well as in denominator tends to 0. So its value will get, limit will get 2 upon 2, that is 1. So L equal to, it gives it to be x square. Now here we will put the conditions on x square. If here x square is greater than 1, x square is less than 1, means L is less than 1, then the series is convergent. Then we know if L is greater than 1, that is x square is greater than 1, then the series is divergent. And test fails if L equal to 1, that is x square equal to 1, that is x equal to plus minus 1. So friends, what we have to do here, our series is convergent for x square is less than 1. Our series is divergent if x square is greater than 1. Only we have to check what happens when x square equal to 1, that is x equal to plus minus 1. So when x equal to 1 from 1, if you consider here this equation 1, if you replace here x equal to 1, there you will get what? Summation un is equal to summation of 1 upon 2n minus 1, and that is written there. This, if you replace here n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, what happens? There you will get its value to be what? 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 plus so on. If you replace n equal to 1, there you will get 1 upon 2 minus 1, that is 1. If you replace n equal to 2, there you will get 1 upon 4 minus 1, that is 3. If you replace n equal to 3, there you will get 6 minus 1. Denominator you will get 5 plus so on. And this is less than or equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 2 cube plus so on. So we can write this is always 2. 1 by 3 is greater than 1 by 2. 1 by 3 is less than 1 by 2. 1 by 5 is less than 1 by 4 and so on. So this is a geometric series. This is geometric series with common ratio 1 by 2. So we can write it as is equal to summation n runs from 1 to infinity 1 by 2 raised to n minus 1. So there you will get un to be what? Un equal to, it gives 1 by 2 raised to n minus 1. And we know that summation 1 by 2 raised to n minus 1 is a geometric series with r common ratio is 1 by 2 and which is less than 1. Hence, the series is convergent. So by comparison test, what we say? Summation un is equal to 1 upon summation 1 upon 2n minus 1 is also what we call it as convergent. So when x equal to 1, our series is convergent, and when x equal to minus 1, what happens you see? When x equal to minus 1, we can write from 1 summation un equal to summation minus 1 raised to 2n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1. And if you replace here n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, here right hand side you will get minus 1, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 5, minus so on. Negative sign you take it to be outside. So this we can write it as less than or equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 upon 2 square plus 1 upon 2 cube plus so on. So friends, this can be written as here minus what? Summation n runs from 1 to infinity 1 upon 2n plus 1. And we know by 2 means by these two summation 1 upon 2n minus 1 is convergent. Its meaning is what? Summation un is equal to minus summation 1 upon 2n minus 1 is convergent. Thus the given series is convergent if x square is less than or equal to 1. We know when x square is less than 1, it is always convergent, and if it is equal to 1, then in that case also it is convergent. That is, when our x is lies between minus 1 and plus 1, it takes values minus 1 as well as plus 1, it is convergent, and it diverges if x square is greater than 1, that is x is less than minus 1 and x is greater than 1. So in my sense, friends, you will understand here how to check here the convergence of here the series. So here next example is given. Here it has what? test the convergence of the series summation n minus 1 divided by n square plus 1 into x raised to n, then x is greater than 0. So here, better way friends, what we will do, we'll complete here this rest part of here, this test or the examples which are based on this test in next lecture. So have a good day friends. Today we'll stop here.